maple season is here in Maine, and sugar makers are busy tapping trees, collecting sap, firing up their evaporators as the first sap of the year starts to flow. Soon, maple syrup may not be the only sweet choice for breakfast, though.
Yeah, so researchers at the University of New Hampshire are exploring whether tapping non-maple trees could help producers in New England extend their sugaring season. News Center Maine's Vivian Lee shows us more from Durham, New Hampshire.
At the University of New Hampshire, David Moore checks these buckets for syrup. Moore, a doctoral candidate at UNH's College of Life Sciences and Agriculture, wants to show that sugar maples are not the only trees you can tap for syrup.
And I don't think anything will overtake maple, and maple's just such a wonderful syrup, but it is kind of exciting that there are these different flavors.
Moore first researched birch syrup as a UNH undergraduate before moving into the commercial production of birch and sycamore syrups. His research covers other species such as beech trees, which are common in New England. Maine's maple syrup season extends to mid-April due to the freeze-thaw cycle. Although maple production usually peaks in mid-March, fluctuating temperatures can cause slow starts. However, Moore points out that beech tree syrup often flows longer than maple, providing producers with new possibilities.
If you have a poor maple year, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll also have a poor birch year.
With new types of tree syrup appearing, the big question is, how do they taste? Moore gave us some samples.
This is paper birch syrup.
He says these non-maple syrups like Norway maple and black walnut have flavors that range from a hint of honey to more earthy and bold tastes. Each one is different from traditional maple syrup.
Pretty tangy.
And then you can see there's a stained region.
Moore also studies tree health during tapping. He looks at both maple and non-maple trees to see how often they should be tapped and how they heal after being drilled.
When you drill a hole into a birch, you get a much larger, a region that essentially becomes non-conductive. So with that in mind, you may want to tap birches a little bit more conservatively.
Moore's research will provide new guidelines for tapping and making syrup from non-maple trees. And these best practices, set to be published this year, could help syrup producers throughout New England. In Durham, New Hampshire, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.
The 43rd annual Maine Maple Sunday weekend is coming up March 21st and 22nd. And yes, many of those sugar houses are open both Saturday and Sunday.